true. The world's changing. The Internet of Things is upon us. It's here now. And the business of the day continues. And the devices that we use at home and at work are proliferating in such a manner that we've got to be able to protect ourselves at home and also at work. So,
I mean, the biggest problem is, of course, connectivity. You talk about the Internet of Things. Connectivity is both an opportunity and a massive risk.
that's very true. So we've got to make sure that if we're using devices in the work environment, that they are legislated to, ensure that they can operate in the IT environment that we have at work. And managing that risk is really important. So understanding your risk posture, what doors you've left open, what enterprise you've got to protect, and how you operate all that is really important.
Now, to what extent are we looking at external cyber threats as against internal cyber threats within an organisation?
So the world has a variety of different threats against it, in particular people, and it's the people who actually are making decisions to do things, not robots really. People instruct robots nowadays. So your device may be a threat at home, but it's also a threat at work, and what people do in the environment of work is something we need to legislate against and make sure people have got the right standing operating procedures to ensure people work ethically correctly at work.
The interesting thing about dealing with cyber threats is you've really got to get inside it to understand the anatomy of a cyber threat in order to be able to prevent it or at least guard against it.
Well, the anatomy of the cyber threat comes in a variety of guises. Anyone wanting to do something stupid like a hacker will obviously come in and look at how the organisation or the person is operating. They'll have obviously an intent to get inside something. They need to decide what they want to deliver and what effect they want to get out of doing what they do. And they want in many cases, to get out of the environment cleanly. So we've got to make sure that all our procedures and processes in cyber are actually addressing all those phases. Some people call it the cyber kill chain. Some people call it the anatomy of an attack. And at the end of the day, we've got to have processes, people and technology that can look at every element of that type of cyber attack.
And do you think most organisations are yet at the lower rung of actually achieving that?
I think different organisations will take their risk appetite differently. They've got to understand what are their crown jewels, and once they've understood what that landscape is and the assets they've got to protect those, depends on how they go about dealing with the problem. And there's a variety of people in industry that can help them. I think today we're really looking at mission assurance partners. How can you assure the mission that they're trying to prosecute for the day, and ensuring that they've got the right technology updated.